Hi guys, welcome to this Microsoft Teams tutorial. I am Tato Majola and I'd like to show you how you can use Microsoft Teams to teach. First things first, what is Microsoft Teams? Well, Microsoft Teams is an app which integrates all our communication. So we can exchange text messages, we can be part of a team together, just like on WhatsApp where we have groups. On Microsoft, we've got Teams. Then we can post assignments, we can exchange calendar items, we can host video meetings, you can have a phone call with a colleague who is also on Microsoft Teams, can exchange files, and generally keep in contact and connected to the rest of your colleagues. It is a beautiful app because it puts everything into one basket. It's like a one-stop shop. So let's see how we can use this beautiful app. One, there's a panel on the left hand side. The panel has got different tabs. Each tab represents a feature. So activity is a list of all the activities that are happening inside your team or across all the teams that you belong to. So for example, we've got here an assignment which was due on the 3rd of April. I hope I did it. Then there's also a message which was sent, a meeting which was held, and if I'd like to share a message or send it to everyone who's part of that team, I can just type it in right at the bottom and then press here send. Once it's sent, everyone who's part of that team will receive it. Next on the panel is chat. Chat is a list of conversations. Again, think of WhatsApp. All the conversations which you are part of will appear on the left hand side. If you click on either one of the conversations, you'll see what was exchanged in text format, video format, or voice format. So for this meeting, we had an icebreaker. We were asked, what is your favorite animal? And people responded. Their responses are recorded. You can refer back to them at any given time. And so that's one of the nice things about Microsoft Teams. There is a record of everything that happens. Then we jump right into the third tab, which has Microsoft Teams. It just says that Teams. So Teams, let me just go back here where it says all teams, click on it, and then it tells me all the teams that I'm a part of. So some of these teams are non-existent. I was just using them for the purpose of this video. So how do we create a team? Top right corner, there's a button. It says there join or create. If you click on it, you get this screen. You've got two options. You could create a team or join a team. If we are creating a team, you'll go to the one on the left, create team, and then it gives you these four options. So you could have a team with you and your children in class. You could have a team with your colleagues from other schools or even within Vuleka. You could have a team with just members of your venue or other colleagues within a department, like Maths department, for instance. Or you could have other. Now, let's, for this example, create a team for staff. I am going to name the team Maths Grade 6. A description, group with Grade 6 Math teachers. Is it private or is it public? If it is private, it means only people within the organization can be a part of it. If it's public, it means anyone, even outside the organization, can be a part of it. Press next. It takes a few moments to create, and once it's created, then you'll get a chance to add the people that you want to invite. Waiting. Right, now creating the team needs you to add members. I'm going to just, for this example, use Unati. I don't need to know his email address off by head. I can just type in his name and then a link to his email appears. Then I can also add in Lehlohonolo. His name appears. Lydia, her name appears, and then I add them. Once I've added these people, they will receive a notification. This notification will go straight into their emails, so I don't need to email each one of them separately. It just goes straight to them. Close it. Now my team is created. So I've got this new team which has been created. Let's go and see what we can do inside the team. So the team is there. You want to share a message to welcome all the people. Welcome and thank you. Then you press send, it goes straight to them. You can also share files. Obviously this team is empty and I would like to see how I can add a file. But before I can add a file, I need to organize my files into folders. So for me to create a folder, I'm going to use this tab over here which says new. Click on it and then I've got these options. What do I want to do? I want to create a folder. A folder, say volcano. That's just the name that I'm choosing. Volcano. Right. After a few seconds, there's a folder which has the name volcano, which I've just created. And now a folder needs some files. So I open that folder and now I can upload files. The files will come from my device. Let's upload the Afrikaans Grade 5 Week 1 packet. After a few seconds, it's uploaded. This depends mainly on how big the file is, but a few seconds should be fine for you to upload. Right, done, uploaded. Do you want to share it with someone who's not in the organization? Yes, no? If you do, you can copy a link and then send it to that person. Then they'll have access to this. If you have received anything from someone else and you'd like to share it on this, you will just upload it and then it'll appear to everyone who is part of this team. Right, so you have seen how you can use your teams to create a group, and then the group has got different features that can be used. Now let's just jump right straight into calendar. The calendar is a nice addition. First, because it is linked to your Outlook. So whatever you do on this calendar, it'll appear on your email. Now let's have a look at what you can do on the calendar. You can set up meetings. Top right corner, new meeting. You want to invite people to a new meeting, you can click on new meeting and then it'll show you a scheduling dialog. Or you can choose a time slot. Choose this time slot, then this appears. Volcano discussion. That's the heading I'm choosing. The members that I want in that meeting: Lehlohonolo, Lydia, and Lungile. Right, when do I want the meeting to happen? May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. At 1 a.m. until 1:30 a.m. and I don't want it to be repeated, so I am just gonna type in as well the agenda for that meeting. Agenda 2060. Item number 1, opening, icebreaker, and closing. The meeting is done. Everything is set up. My participants are here. When I press send, they will get a notification which they can just accept, and it carries a link which shows them how to join that meeting. I'm just gonna click here close. Don't want to invite them to a meeting, so this is just for the example. Discard it. I don't want to save it. So my calendar is a beautiful feature because it's connected to your Outlook. Whatever happens here will automatically be shown on your Outlook. And then the next tab is calls. You can have two types of calls: a voice call or a video call. And then you can also use that same dialogue to make a conversation up with using text. So if I click on the three buttons under Mr. Moore's name, I'm going to have the option to text, to call, or to video. So depending on what your purpose is, you want to use different features. So think of it as if you have a consultation with a particular child. So their names will appear on this dashboard, and then you can go to their name and then give them a call. I did an experiment, a video call or video meeting on Zoom can use up about 258 megabytes of data. On the other hand, on Microsoft Teams, a meeting with 25 people can use about 78 megabytes. That's a big difference. You want to use Microsoft Teams, it's secure, easy to use, the work is saved automatically, you can go back to it at a later stage. You can use your normal Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook to create files and to share messages, and so the integration works in different ways. Then the last one here is files. Now where do these files come from? So suppose you receive an email. When you receive an email, that email goes to your Outlook. What happens if you are locked out of your email? We don't have the option to cry or complain about it. All we can do is we can find all the attachments to the emails that were sent on our Microsoft Teams account. There they are. So all the different ones, and there's a search or type a command. If you want to search for a particular item, you can type it in and then it'll appear on your search results. Three buttons at the bottom, then they show you more options. So where you see three buttons, think of options. That's where you can go to find other options. So if I click on these ones, I'll have all the things that I can use on Microsoft Teams. I can have a class notebook, I can have a staff notebook for announcements, I can use a planner with dates which is integrated with my Outlook, I can put in the shift stream. If my video meeting is recorded, it'll be opened using this tab over here. This is a discussion for another time. For now, I'd like to stop. In stopping, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to give me a call, send a voice note, and I'd be happy to assist. Thank you.